Hello, everybody. First off, Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2024. Also, welcome to the seventh episode of the Build Vlog for Airflow. I hope you guys had a good New Year's, a good Christmas, or at least uneventful, where nothing bad or drama-inducing happened. I just wanted to set a quick baseline before I do any work this year. We know where we started the year. Starting this year, I put a focus on trying to complete uh, a lot of the little like sub projects within the club that I've been starting and then leaving half empty. And by the end of at the end of last year, I had like well over 10 separate projects that were half started or whatever, and then I would just go do something else, and then they would sit forever unfinished. So I made a list of all of those items, trying to organize the process a little bit more to be more efficient with it. And I'm going to be I have a goal to finish uh, like at least one or two of those, at least to a more complete degree by the end of each month. So we'll start right here. Again, nothing's really going to be too impressive, but I started putting in the stairs properly in the on these little ramp surfaces that was going up into the station and the ramp going up into the photo booth. These stairs are just gonna be aesthetic. I do like the smoothness of the physics of the ramp, so I think I'm gonna probably keep the stairs non-physical. Also, behind me, I was working on the train a little bit more. I had worked on some of the interior. It's not really nothing really impressive that much has changed to show, but you could see that there's like rails and grab-ons in there. I also realized when I finally imported the schematics of the trainer as much as I could find of schematics, which there really isn't any, but the train doors and stuff were not actually symmetrical to the center of the train. So I started moving those around. That's gonna uh, take some time to work on, and right now I'm not really focusing on that part of the club because I want to focus on the structure before focusing on the other bits. Another point is the mechanics of the elevator. Um, I know what I want to do. I've been modeling out this new like hanging mounting bracket thing, and it's really cluttered right now because I was testing out a variety of styles. But I know what I want to do now. I just haven't cleaned it up because I haven't touched this file since New Year's. Ooh, my headset turned off. Ah, my sound. Ah. Also, since I got you right here, another part, if I can get my camera over there, is the ceiling. Oop, it's just on the range of my camera here. Let me run over here. Oh wow, I'm really short. Yeah, I'm just short. All right. So the ceiling now has this like gradual arch to it in this main area. You could see where it like flattens out right here where the shading changes, but it's got this like really gradual arch. Um, and it would the ceiling structure has actually been more complicated than I have expected to figure out because these H beams are not all in a grid. Um, Especially these ones at the club are spaced out slightly wider than most of the other ones. And then over by that suspended by the one of the what was it, DJ booth 3? Yeah, booth 3, um, where that has that glass floating platform. The H beams are changed. The pattern's changed again. Because I've done that, it's made figuring out what I want to do with the ceiling a lot more complicated than it should be. Perhaps one of the biggest visual and functional differences that has happened is I remove the symmetricalness of this little like water feature water feature uh, couch zone area thing, whatever you want to call it. lounge. No, I don't know if it's a lounge. Anyways, this little area, because I felt that it would be less disruptive to the movement when you come down from the grand staircase and you go behind this little like facade piece, and then you come straight out you to the dance floor. You're not greeted by a wall, which was basically this piece, this wall that you see here was continued. So um, trying to keep it from you from having to do a lot of like really quick turns and makes the space feel real cramped. Um, Also with this little zone, I tiered the floor and I've added a spot for another like dancing pole. This pole underneath the grand staircase might be removed, but this one I believe is in a much better spot in my opinion. Anyways, so yeah. So killing two birds with one stone here, we have the crane. I reformatted the crane to make it smaller so it's not this big giant beam that's suspended over the whole length of these generator banks, disrupting the visual sight lines of the club. So I got this much smaller frame uh, design, which means I have to change one or two things up with this little like DJ platform over here to make it work, but that's a very quick fix. This little folding collapsible floor section, it now has these cuts in the ground, and you can see where it will kind of like fold back up and like scissor together, and that is still probably incredibly hard to visualize, but it's making progress, and it's got the geometrical cuts that I was that need to be there for it to fold. So it's it's making progress, and you could kind of see the aesthetic going on here. So that's really it in terms of big things to show you. I have other things that I've been working on. I added the slats into this little overlook platform that was a continuation of the slat pattern on the bottom of the security office. The stairs on the top of the security office are starting to get encapsulated by a like a cylindrical structure so people don't fall into them accidentally. The little pathway that where the teleport room would connect for people coming into the club, for attendees coming into the club, that if they teleport and they don't take the train, that's being I'm testing out a little like a rounded curve. I know I could have done it easier than the way I've done it, but so I have that modeled in. I've extended the Paternoster elevator up, and I added a little like room up there for like staff and DJ to teleport in, but it's not really furnished, and it's literally just an empty cube, so it's not worth me showing you that. And then I have some other things that I'm working on, like these metal supports. The big H beams are probably going to become concrete, like concrete rods, kind of like in the same shape as these little like panels, these concrete panels, because since this is an underground structure, um, bare metal supports are a lot weaker than metal supports encased in concrete. So knowing that this place is theoretically underground, it makes more sense for them to be covered in concrete. So the H-beam pattern probably won't even be visible, but that's still yet to be determined. I'm kind of experimenting with that aesthetic down by the the stairs that lead over that folding platform by the generator bank, and that three-level little substructure where the gambling games are going to go. Is I'm testing out maybe like expanding it a little bit, giving it some more space. But those are all rougher ideas and really not worth the time of me showing you. Um, Major things that really aren't done yet are the the wire floors. I haven't really worked on them that much since the last patch, so they still need to be the last video, so they still need to be cleaned up. These the bars don't really have a lot of work done. However, the bar that is in the back of house, right over on the second floor, right next to the Paternoster is. I've been working on reshaping that one, but again, it's really not uh, worth me taking over there. Um, so that's it for visual updates. Um, there are some other updates that are worth mentioning. Um, so I've been really kind of experiencing clubs more lately because I've been emceeing at with a friend's DJ group. So I'm kind of seeing how people move and interact with the clubs more than just me as a visitor, but me from the other perspective of being on staff and seeing like how people flow and what's going on. I also learned that I also noted that people shrinking down and getting on the table in front of the the DJ booth and dancing was kind of a cutesy, fun little thing that I've seen people partake in, and I've been partaking in myself as an MC. So I'm going to make sure that I add little places for dancers that are like shrunken down to dance by the DJs if they want to. They could dance on the table. Um, Otherwise, there really isn't much more to say. I've been workshopping more ideas for events, but yeah, that's really pretty much it. I'm not gonna make any promises for next video. I have a list of all of these half-done sub-projects that I've started up last year and then kind of left, and I'm really trying to focus on getting like at least one or two of those done every month, which really isn't a lot. And I purposely have a very low goal with that because it, yeah, I don't want to start stressing. But anyways, I want to say goodbye for now. I hope to have something significantly more interesting to show you next time. But yeah, take care. I hope to be talking to you soon, maybe within the next month or two, but at this rate, who knows? See you later. Bye bye.